Like I told you guys, get the bike that you want to have sex with. Get the bike that you are longing for. I uploaded a video about it like 4 or 5 months ago. Here, click this link. Click this link to refresh your memory. It's funny because I receive a lot of negative feedbacks, a lot of criticism about the video that I uploaded about what is the best starter bike for a newbie rider to begin with. Forget about those nerds. Listen to me. If you want to be safe, then don't ride a motorcycle. Simple. There's a lot of folks, there's a lot of people say that my advice is very irresponsible. Alright, for me to be responsible, for everyone to be happy, I will give you an advice. I will give you a responsible advice. Alright, so here we go. I don't know if you want to start on a 250cc motorcycle like the Ninja 250R or the Honda CBR 250R or the Honda Rebel 250, because let me tell you, when I bought a 2009 Ninja 250R back in late 2008, after 3 weeks of riding it, I got tired. I got bored. And then I thought, man, this bike is so freaking slow. So I decided to sell it. I sold it to a black female who is from Texas. And now I believe she rides a Gsxr 1000. So she started riding a Ninja 250R, then from 250R to a Gsxr 1000, to a liter bike. Or you know what? If you don't have this and you are afraid to ride a motorcycle with a manual transmission, why don't you ride a scooter? Why don't you start riding on a moped? I mean, I have this 50cc 2-stroke scooter, Aprilia SR50R. Hey, scooters are fun to ride too. Here in America, people don't care about scooters. But let me tell you, in Europe and in Asia, scooters outnumber those big bikes. So if you don't have this, then my advice is for you to start riding a scooter. But if you really want to start on a motorcycle with a manual transmission, then get a Ninja 250R or a CBR 250R or a Honda Rebel 250. But I'm warning you, like I told you, in my personal experience, after riding a Ninja 250R for 3 weeks, I got bored. I outgrew that bike very, very fast. So, my advice, don't get a 250. Start on a 600. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money on that bike or on that kind of bike. But it's up to you. If you really want a Ninja 250R, if you think that that bike is cool, then get it or get one. It's up to you. But you know what, guys? To be honest, this is our little secret, okay? Just between you and me. I want to get a Ninja 250R again. Just to add to my collection, just to get something to toy around, just to get something to play with. You know, I just want to get a motorcycle with a green paint scheme. That's all. That's the only reason why I want to buy again a Ninja 250R. Because of the green paint scheme and to add to my Kawasaki collection. Well, anyway, moving on. About a 600cc class motorcycle. You know what my advice is? Get a standard motorcycle. Get a standard econo motorcycle like Kawasaki Er6n or Kawasaki Ninja 650R, Yamaha FZ6R, Suzuki Gladius, Suzuki SV650, and or Ducati Monster 696. You know what? Erase. Forget about Ducati Monster 696. Exclude it in the list. Why? Because it's not freaking practical. Ducati is very expensive to maintain. But you know what? If you have the heart, you have the desire to get a red Ducati motorcycle stallion, then get a Ducati. Buy one. But practically speaking, it's not practical at all, really. I mean, to get a Ducati. So exclude the Ducati Monster 696 in the list. I had a 2009 Kawasaki Er6n naked bike. And let me tell you, ladies, that bike is so freaking fun to ride. It's fun to ride, it's practical to own, and it's very easy. I mean very easy to ride. And I love this upright position. I mean, you are not scooping down like on this Kawasaki Ninja Gsxr. On the Er6n, you have this straight upright body position, which is good for a newbie rider like you. If you don't like a naked bike, if you don't prefer a Street Fighter looking motorcycle, then get a Kawasaki Ninja 650R. The 650R has fairings on the sides. Oh, it also has a windshield. So, it's a more sporty looking econo bike. Or if you don't like green, if you hate Kawasaki and you're a Yamaha guy, then get a Yamaha FZ6R. Those Yamaha FZ6R also have fairings on the sides, left and right, right and left, and it also has a windshield. So if you don't like a naked bike, then get a 650R or a Yamaha FZ6R. Actually, I had a 2009 Yamaha FZ6R before. And I even rode that bike from Los Angeles to Monterey, California. A 4-hour ride one way, 8 hours back and forth. And I loved it. I loved that bike. But if I will compare my Yamaha FZ6R to my Kawasaki Er6n, I prefer the Er6n. Not because I'm a Kawasaki fan, but talking about performance, the Er6n with its twin engine has more torque. It has more power compared to my Yamaha FZ6R. And for some reason, the Er6n is more easy and fun to ride compared to my FZ6R. So I prefer the Er6n over the FZ6R. Alright, so now, if you really have this desire, if you really want, if you are longing to ride a real freaking sport bike, like this one right here, my advice is for you to start on a Suzuki Gsxr 600. Let me tell you, I had a 2008 Suzuki Gsxr 600 and I loved it. It's very easy and fun to ride. And it has this low and narrow seat, which is good for a starter like you. The most kick-ass feature that those Gsxrs have is this power mode. The power mode gives you the control to increase and or to decrease the power of the engine of your motorcycle. So it's a good feature for a newbie rider like you, because let me tell you, when I bought my Gsxr 600, so I picked up my bike from this dealership in Ventura County. When I picked it up, I put the power mode to C. It has 3 modes, A, B, and C. A has the most powerful, and then the C mode. The C mode is the weakest level. So I put the power mode to C and I rode my Gsxr from Ventura County to Los Angeles. And I loved it. And then after a day, I put the power mode level to B. Then after 4 days, I put it to A level. And I loved it. What a big difference. So the power mode will give you more confidence to ride your sport bike. So yeah, my advice is for a newbie rider like you to start on a Gsxr 600. What's that? How about a Ninja? Oh yeah, of course. You know what? This 09 Ninja is very easy to ride. Alright, let's do a comparison review. I own this 09 Ninja and I also have an 08 Ninja. And you know what? The difference is night and day. The 09 Ninja is more nimble, more agile. It's easy to ride and it's fun to ride. The 08 Ninja is pure raw power. So if you are a beginner rider and you want to own a Ninja ZX6R, my advice is for you to get a 2009 model and up. Start on a 2009 model and up, from 2009 to 2012. Because the 2008 model is pure raw power. Alright? The 08 model has more weight and it's more uncomfortable to ride compared to the 09 model. So if you want to own a Ninja, make sure to get a 2009 model and up. Alright? What's that? How about a CBR 600RR? Well, if you want a reliable bike, Honda is #1 in reliability, right? No question about it. So if you want your sport bike to last for a lifetime, then get a CBR 600RR. But if you'll ask me personally, my own opinion, forget it. It's outdated. It has no sleeper clutch like this one. Sleeper clutch will give you a more smooth ride. Shifting of the gear is more smooth compared to a wet clutch that Honda has. So forget about the CBR 600RR. What? How about an R6? I never liked the R6. Talking about the physical appearance, oh yeah, the R6 is the most sexy looking sport bike out there. But I rode one before, I didn't like it. You have to twist the throttle all the way for you to feel the power of the bike. Unlike this bike, just gently squeeze the throttle and you will feel the power. The power is right there, right from the start. And the riding is more smooth on this Ninja compared to an R6. I don't know, for some reason the R6, you have to get the RPM to 8,000 and up for you to feel the power of the bike. And the riding position, man, it's terrible. It has a very high seat height, and the riding position is, I don't know, man, it's terrible. But talking about the physical look of the bike, man, the R6 is so freaking hot. The R6 is so sexy looking. So talking about the physical appearance, R6 is the bomb. But for a starter rider like you to ride an R6, forget it. Just get a Gsxr 600, a Gsxr. It will make you happy, believe me.